So a pretty serious practice report for the Colts today. A lot of starters did not participate in practice. One was a limited participant. He's not a starter. Shaquille Leonard did practice in full. So this is a Colts practice report for September 28th, Week 4. It's a Wednesday, heading into the Colts and the Titans game. The Colts are at home in Lucas Oil. So some of the injuries for today are Julian Blackmon with an ankle. He's still struggling with the ankle. Watch the media availability with Frank Reich. Frank Reich stated that he's not going to go into detail, but he was confident he wasn't going to practice today. So that means it has to be some kind of ankle sprain. It has to be something a little serious. But, I mean, Rodney Thomas filled in fine last week. We're going to see how he does when teams have a little bit of tape on him now. But Rodney Thomas filled in fine. You know, no rush. Let Rodney Thomas play. Let him get some reps. See how Rodney Thomas does. And, you know, there's no rush. Don't rush players back to... You know, you don't want them to have a serious injury for the long run. You want them to rest, get healthy. You know, it is a very important game, but don't force the players out there. It's still early in the season. You know, it's starting to creep into midseason a little bit, but we're not there just yet. So then you have Deforest Buckner with an elbow. Did not practice. Deforest Buckner really getting dinged up. He has an elbow this week. He had a hip issue last week, I believe it was. There's a lot going on with Buckner. Buckner's really getting nicked up. Did not practice, but I'm sure he'll play. Probably just taking a precautionary measure. But if he does not practice tomorrow, it's going to be a bit more concerning. Stephon Gilmore did not participate with the hamstring. I'm okay with Stephon Gilmore. I believe he's going to be fine. He came back in the game for the second half, and he played fine. So I don't see Stephon Gilmore having a problem. I see him resting as a precautionary measure. If he does not practice tomorrow, I still think it's going to be a precautionary measure. Now, if he does not practice on Friday, then I'm going to have a little more worries. As long as he's a limited participant on Thursday or Friday, I'll be happy. If he's a full on Friday, great. If he's not, I'll still be confident because he did play the second half versus KC, and he played fine. So, center Ryan Kelly did not practice with a knee injury. You know what? I'm so over Ryan Kelly's injuries throughout the year. Throughout the years, he's not even playing his best football. He's being paid as one of the highest centers in the league, and he's always nicked up. Always has some kind of injury bugging him. He's a great dude, but I mean, after this year, I'm gonna be ready to let Kelly go. Let Pinner take that center spot. I know. I said I hate Pinner, but I think he's an okay center. I don't think he's anything crazy at center. I think he's an okay center. You know, he still might get overpowered at times, but I mean, at guard, he's absolutely terrible. Put Pryor over at guard, have Raymond at left tackle. If Raymond could go this week, because he is one of the limited participant with an ankle, Raymond could go, put Raymond at left, Pryor at right guard. Just put Pinner at center, see how he does. Let Kelly rest. If Pinner does well, keep him there. If he doesn't, then don't. You have other guys. You could try Will Fries. If Pinner plays the way he does like he did at guard, if he plays at center like he did at guard, you can't get much worse if you're going to put Fries in there. You know what I'm saying? You really can't get much worse. So then you have defensive end Yannick Ngakoue at the back, did not practice. He had this issue last week, and he ended up playing, probably precautionary, trying to get him better, trying to rest him up. Played really good last week. First 2 weeks, I wasn't happy, but last week he played well. He ate up the KC tackles. That left tackle, he ate him up. One of the big reasons why the Patrick Mahomes was under duress, under pressure. KC offense struggled to get a lot going. That's one of the big reasons. So then you have Jonathan Taylor. Did not practice with a toe. If it's just a toe, I think he'll be fine. Maybe he won't be 100% on Sunday. But, I mean, I think JT will be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Probably a rest, precautionary. Not, just so nothing serious happens. But if Jonathan Taylor's out, then we're going to have some serious issues. So, tackle Bernard Raymond. He was limited with an ankle. As I already said, if he plays, play him at tackle. Get Pryor out of left tackle. Pryor played well last week at tackle, but we need a right guard much more. Pinner is much worse. You need to put Pryor over at right guard, Pinner over in at center, or whoever's healthy for, if Kelly's healthy, keep him there, and have Raymond play left tackle, Pryor right guard. Kelly or Pinner play center, depending on who's healthy or what's going on there. But it looks like Bernard Raymond is making progress in it. I don't think he really practiced last week at all. Maybe he had a limited towards the end of the week, but obviously was out. Then you have Shaquille Leonard at the back. He practiced in full. He's been practicing a lot of fulls. I kind of want to see him out there in the field, but I'm okay with not to rush him because if he maybe his teammates and stuff are going a little light on him. If he goes into a game, gets hit the wrong way or hits someone the wrong way, and he hurts himself, it's not going to be good. He could potentially injure himself for the rest of his life and not be able to walk and just not have function that he would want for the rest of his life. He's going to want kids. He has kids. He's going to get kids, all that kind of stuff. So, he's a good person. I don't want to see anything bad happen to him. Anyone. You don't want to see anything bad happen to like that. So, rest him. Don't take the chance. Even though, Frank Reich said he's not looking the same on tape still. So, and people are trying to rush him back. It's a back surgery. I've said this a million times. He wasn't going to be back for week 1. I would have been shocked if he was back for week 1 because a back injury is serious. For them to say to have the back surgery back in June and he'd be in middle of July, for the maybe mid-training camp, yeah, I never thought that was going to happen. It's kind of ridiculous, but let him rest. Don't force it out. It's a back. You mess up your back, you can mess it up for life, so let that go. Don't be too mad about it. Be happy that Colts are being cautious with it. So, guys, let me know anything about the injury report. A little bit scary. It's only Wednesday, though, so a lot of this could clear up. Ryan Kelly's knee, hopefully that clears up, but Kelly seems to be having knee problems every year. Gilmore's hamstring, I wouldn't be worried about it. Buckner's elbow, wouldn't be worried about it. Julian Blackmon's ankle is something to monitor. Taylor's toe is something to monitor. Bernard Raymond's to monitor. Really everything you want to monitor. Yannick Ngakoue, but he played last week, so guys, let me know what you think. This is a practice report for September 28th, Week 4. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where we fans welcome. This is JDW signing off.